So I spent last night getting the harness and the headers and things moved over from the LQ9 that we've already started to the LQ4. And I'm about to do a first start, and it's all plumbed and the pressure line, the fuel line's tested, so we're fine there. And let's see, put the start making a bunch of noise, and I'm gonna go over, see if the pedal's working. Nice, that's no problem. All right, let's see if it starts. Oh, that was fun. That was oil left in the cylinders from oiling it, and there we go. That's pretty cool. Oh yeah, oil pressure. Let's see if we got that. Yep, we got 40 pounds of oil pressure there, and fuel pressure, of course, and there we go. And a cloud of oil smoke from where I soaked the cylinders. Anyway, that's the first start. Way to go. Okay, so I've run this a few times, let it warmed up, and let it cool down. And the smoke is definitely not an ongoing problem. That was just left over from the oiling, so I needed to calm down about that. There is a slight tick in it, but it's kind of the tick that you hear with any engine, so I'm not too worried about it. It was a lot less today after running it a bunch yesterday and then letting it sit overnight. So I have a feeling that just had to do with how long it sat before it ran. And while I oiled it with a pressure pot, it's not the same as having it pumped through at 40 pounds for a while. So I think it's okay. Anyway, this is more of a backup engine, or an engine that if I decide to play with, this will be the one that gets torn down and rebuilt. Yeah, it's all good, and we'll see what's next. Okay, so it's later in the evening, same day as the last time I ran it, and I decided what I want to do is run this thing a few more times over the next few days and just let it run. I'm convinced that tick was so much less today as it was yesterday, and certainly after sitting in a wrecking yard for a while, and even with my attempts of oiling it, I can see how that it might quiet down with some minutes on the engine. Again, this is a LQ4 out of an 05 Sierra. The LQ9 was 04 out of an Escalade, and that one had compression somewhere between 195 and 210, I think, maybe 214, something like that. So it was about 10% variation in the LQ9, higher compression engine, and presumably, being that it's an older vehicle by a year, it might have more miles on it. There was no history mileage when I got these out of the scrapyard. The odometers were long gone. The LQ4 did a compression test while it was still warm after running it this afternoon, and I had it all within 5 pounds. It was 175 to 180 across the board, and that consistency is impressive to me. So maybe this thing had low miles, well taken care of, couldn't tell you. But I'm still going to run with the LQ9 for the upgrades, but I'm happily going to store this guy away for future use and upgrades. But it's intriguing to me the compression was that close. I don't think I've stumbled across that before in the two other engines I've played with. So I'm going to run it more in the next few days and see if the tick calms down at all. I've had the cooling system on here for both engines while I've run them for a while, and it's not hot in here. the cooling fans have not needed to kick on. So whatever circulation's been going on has been getting the job done. I have not run them. I think today was the longest run, maybe 15, 20 minutes. And even then the fans didn't kick on. So whatever is happening, it's staying happy. Okay, so that's my follow-up on bench running a couple of junkyard, scrapyard engines that are unknown, but I think good bones in them. And thanks for watching.